Hello Darts Nuts, welcome to Darts Review channel. In this video I'm going to be checking out the newly released Loxley Aaron Beeney Baked Beanie on Toast darts. Oh, it's so funny, but beans on toast, very nice. Now these are limited to 250 sets, so let's check them out. The darts are only available in steel tip and only in 23 gram, the 90% tungsten, and the retail for £53, and like I said, they're limited to 250 sets. So it comes in this cardboard packaging and you've got some nice beans on toast on there. It looks nice, that, doesn't it? I am quite hungry at the moment. There's a little bit of info about the play, and on there you can see it says limited edition 250 sets. So inside you got, when I can get it out, it's stuck, a dense foam inlay, and the darts come supplied with the Loxley in between nylon stems, and you've got the Aaron Baked Beanie standard shape flights. So the darts fit with a black coated point, and it's the same as the other, well, pretty much the same as the other beanie darts that I've reviewed. You've got quite a long taper and then a nice scallop, quite a fairly wide gentle scallop around the middle, and then a kind of a taper towards the end of the barrel. But this time we've got this kind of bronze sandblasted coating on, so it's got a kind of a slightly sandpapery matte feel. Actually feels quite nice, but it kind of looks like a piece of crusty toast, so I guess that's the whole idea. But quite a nice shape. I'm sure some front grippers will be happy with it, but it'll definitely fit nice into the fingers for some mid grippers, and maybe even some rear grippers might get away with it. It's just one of them shapes that you probably have to try it to see whether it works for you. And there's the in-between Loxley stems and the Baked Beanie flights. So it's got quite a long front tapered section, and as you can see, the close-up of that kind of like textured sand blasted finish. And as you move along, in front of the scallop you've got a kind of a parallel section, and then the scallop, and then it tapers towards the rear of the barrel with the Loxley logo. So when you look at it from there, it looks like a crusty side of a piece of bread. So the name is quite apt. So that's the super close look at the Loxley Aaron Beeney Baked Beanie on Toast darts. Darts fit with a black coat 29mm point. You've got a long tapered front, very thin on the nose, and then gradually getting wider. That's 18mm, and then a short parallel section around about 4.8mm. Then you've got the scallop, which is again roughly 12mm, kind of hard to measure it exactly, and then it tapers towards the rear, 16mm, length 50.8, wide is 7mm. 23 grams exactly. .03 grams. 23.03 grams. Full setup. 24.92 grams. Here's the balance with nothing attached, and with the supplied setup, and this is the balance with medium in between short nylon stems and standard flights. It's one of them grips that kind of might feel more grippy to some others, and some people it may feel slippy. It just depends how it interacts with your fingers and what have you. But the scallop section probably the grippiest by a little bit more, so 5.5 at the most. Let's give them a throw and see how they go. Oh, treble one champion. Managed the treble on the last dart. So it does feel nice, that cotton. The only thing is I don't know how long it'll last. I don't think I've played with a sandblasted dart long enough to find out how long it lasts, but it's a pity that it might wear down, because when it's new it's got quite a nice feel to it. Oh, I just sneaked that one right in the corner. But it releases out the fingers nice and easy, but it's got a slightly dry, ever so slightly gritty feel, so I still feel like there's plenty of grip there, even though there's no like machined grip. It's just coming off the cotton itself. But like I've mentioned often, I'm not always a fan of a taper, but I'm sure some front grippers will be happy. But if you're a good player and you're grouping your darts close, that tapered section should help you get some better grouping, like I would have thought. Just depends how good you are. I'm not that good myself, as you can probably gather. But I like to have a slightly thicker barrel, just because of the way my fingers are. I just like to have something a little bit thicker to hold. But I think probably mid grippers are probably going to get the best of it. That scallop is quite nice in the fingers, and the dart itself feels nicely balanced around there. One more try from the scallop. That one went through the air rather nice. Yeah, I think for mid grippers it's a very nicely balanced dart. So I'll try it from the rear section, and then that'll be it, because my elbow's already starting to hurt. Yeah, I think even rear grippers might get on with it, but it's because of the slightly unusual shape. It may be one of them ones that you've definitely got to try first, but nice and thingy for nicely balanced for the centre grippers, and overall the cotton just feels nice. But like I say, how long that'll last I don't know. But another nice addition to the Aaron Beeney range from Loxley. And like I said, these ones are limited to 250 sets, so is it one that you might want to play with or collect? That's up to you, I suppose, but there you go. So I'll leave you with the gallery so you can have a better look at them, and I'll see you on the next one. Happy darting.